Hi sir, myself T. Kaushik Reddy from CSE B6 and my roll number is 70 and my today's topic of chemistry is air pollution and overview. What is pollution? Pollution may be defined as an undesirable change in the physical, chemical, or biological characteristic of air, water, and land that may be harmful to human life and other animals' living conditions, industrial process, and cultural assets. Pollution can be man-made or natural. The agents that produce are called pollutants. What is air pollution? Air pollution refers to any physical, chemical, or biological change in the air. It is contamination of air by harmful gases, dust, and smoke, which affects plants, animals, and humans drastically. There is a certain percentage of gases present in the atmosphere, and increase or decrease in the composition of these gases is harmful to survival. This imbalance in the gaseous composition has resulted in an increase in Earth's temperature, which is known as global warming. So, types of air pollutants. There are two types of air pollutants, primary pollutants and secondary pollutants. So, first we'll learn about the primary pollutants. The pollutants that directly causes air pollution are known as primary pollutants. Sulfur dioxide emitted from factories is a primary pollutant. Secondary pollutants. The pollutants formed by the intermingling and reaction of primary pollutants are known as secondary pollutants. Smog formed by the intermingling of smoke and fog is a secondary pollutant. So, five major pollutants are carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter, ground level ozone. Common air pollutants are carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, particulate matter, hydrocarbons, photochemical oxidants, oxides of sulfur, and oxides of nitrogen, etc. We have many major pollutants of air pollution. Air pollutants. Carbon dioxide causes nausea and headache. It leads to greenhouse effect and rise in temperature, which may lead in melting of ice and may cause floods. Carbon monoxide is produced by incomplete combustion of fuels, and if inhaled, it combines with hemoglobin and reduces its oxygen carrying capacity and causes sleepiness and reduced vision. NO and NO2 are released by automobiles, chemical industries, and they lead to lower oxygen carrying capacity of blood. SO3 and SO2 are produced by burning of coal and petroleum, and these gases harm to buildings, plants, and animals and clothing, and high concentration of SO2 causes chlorosis, yellowing of leaves, plasmolysis, damage to mucous membrane, and metabolic inhibition. These gases form acids and may lead to acid rains. Nitrogen oxides in the presence of sunlight react with unburnt hydrocarbons to form PAN, nothing but peroxyacyl nitrate, ozone, and some other complex organic compounds in the air. What is acid rain? Acid rains, which affects, if you go under the acid rain, which affects us and which give us a skin rashes, etc. Causes of air pollution. There are mainly 6 causes of air pollutions. Among them, the first one is burning of fossil fuels, and the second one is agricultural activities, and the third one is exhaust from factories and industries, and fourth one is mining operations, and last but one is indoor air pollution and suspended particulate matter. These are the 6 major causes of the air pollution. So causes of air pollution. So they're explaining how burning of fossil fuels causes air pollution. The combustion of fossil fuels emits a large amount of sulfur dioxide. Carbon monoxide released by incomplete combustion of fossil fuels results in air pollution. Automobiles. The gases emitted from vehicles such as jeeps, trucks, cars, buses, bikes, etc. There are many engines like motors pollute the environment. These are the major sources of greenhouse gases and also result in diseases among individuals, mainly carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides are major pollutants. Agricultural activities. Ammonia is one of the most hazardous gases emitted during agricultural activities. The insecticides, pesticides, and fertilizers emit harmful chemicals in the atmosphere and contaminate it. Factories and industries. Factories and industries, how they cause air pollution. Factories and industries are the main source of carbon monoxide, organic compounds, hydrocarbons, carbons, and chemicals. These are released into the air, degrading its quality. These are the main carbon monoxide, organic compounds, and hydrocarbons and chemicals are the main gases which are released by factories and industries, which may affect the quality of the air and humans living around and the plants and animals living around or at the same place or in the factory or the industry. Mining activities. There are old techniques for mining activities. In the mining activities, an old process, the minerals below the earth are extracted using large pieces of equipment. The dust and chemicals released during the process not only pollute the air, but also deteriorate the health of the workers and people living in the nearby areas. So the dust and the released during the mining activity causes diseases for the people who are doing the work and the people living around the area where the mining is happening. So domestic sources, other one. The household cleaning products and paints contain toxic chemicals that are released in the air. So paints, we paint our houses, our house walls, right? It also contains toxic smells or the toxic gases. The smell from the newly painted walls is the smell of chemicals present in the paints. So the newly painted walls, which provides a smell, are very toxic and present, have chemicals present in it. It not only pollutes the air but also affects breathing. The people living in the house after when the walls are painted newly, it affects their breathing, etc. Sources of primary air pollutants. So, what are the major causes for air pollution? Are transportation, which has 57%, the leading one amongst others, and the miscellaneous 10%. Industrial process are 12%, and fuel combustion is nothing but except in vehicles like we can say mining, etc. 21%. So among all four, the transportation is a major one, which is a major cause for causing air pollution. Effects of air pollution. So the people or the animals or the plants which breathe the air which is polluted already. So what effects they cause are the major ones. So diseases. Air pollution has resulted in several respiratory disorders and heart diseases among humans. The cases of lung cancer have increased in the last few decades. Children living near polluted areas are more prone to pneumonia and asthma. You know about the pneumonia and asthma, right? Which is caused due to air pollution. During pregnancy causes miscarriages as well as premature birth and spectrum disorder in young children. Many people die every year due to the direct or the indirect effects of air pollution. Global warming. Due to the emission of greenhouse gases, greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc. There is an imbalance in the gaseous composition of the air. This has led to an increase in the temperature of the earth. This increase in Earth's temperature is known as global warming. Global warming is nothing but due to the global warming, the temperature gets high, increased in Earth's temperature. This has resulted in the melting of glaciers around the mountains or the snow or the glaciers. and then increasing in sea levels. Many areas are submerged underwater due to the melting of the glaciers. Many areas like villages are submerged under the water. So acid rain, another causes of the pollution. The burning of fossil fuels releases harmful gases such as nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxides in the air. The water droplets combine with these pollutants. The water droplets, something but raindrops, are combined with these pollutants, become acidic and fall as acid rain, which damages human, animal, and plant life. Ozone layer depletion. The release of chlorofluorocarbons, nothing but CFC, halons and hydrochlorofluorocarbons in the atmosphere is the major cause of depletion of the ozone layer. The depleting ozone layer does not prevent the harmful ultraviolet rays coming from the sun, which may cause skin diseases and eye problems among the humans or the individuals. Effects on animals. So how animals are affected due to this air pollution. The air pollutants suspended on the water bodies and affect the aquatic life. So the air pollution suspended on the water, nothing but fishes, a turtle, tortoise, etc. The which animals which live in water or on water or underwater are affected more, not more, but yeah, they're also affected due to the air pollution suspended on the water bodies. Pollution also compels the animals to leave their habitat and shift to a new place. The pollution due to the air pollution, which forces animals to leave their habitat and shift to a new place. This renders them stray and has also led to the extinction of a large number of animal species. So, how human is affected due to the pollution, health effects of pollution, air pollution, air pollution, headache and fatigue, water pollution, bacteria, parasites, chemicals, respiratory illness, vascular illness, soil contamination, pesticides, gastroenteritis, cancer risk, nausea, skin irritation, nerve damage, lead, volatile organic compounds, particulate matter, ozone, etc. So mechanism. This is the mechanism of air pollution, how air is getting polluted day by day, which reduces our respiration, respiratory diseases, etc. Air pollution control. Avoid using vehicles. Air pollution control, nothing but how to control the air getting polluted by humans or by the unnecessary things we make. Avoid using vehicles. People should avoid using vehicles for shorter distances. Rather, they should prefer public modes of transport to travel from one place to another. This is not only prevents pollution but also conserves energy. What is energy conservation? So let's now learn about energy conservation. A large number of fossils are burned to generate electricity. Like coal is burnt for generating electricity. Therefore, do not forget to switch off the electrical appliances when not in use. Like when you're not in a bedroom, just switch off the light and the fan and go to the place. Or when you're living in the hall in your home, just switch off light and the fan in your home. Thus, you can save the environment at the individual level. Use of energy efficient devices such as CFLs also control pollution to a greater level. Use of clean energy resources. The use of solar, wind, and geothermal energies reduce air pollution at larger levels. Like in rural areas, we use solar panels to generate electricity without any polluting around or without polluting air. And the geothermal energies reduce air pollution at the larger levels, like and windmills. Various countries, including India, have implemented the use of these resources as a step towards a cleaner environment. Other air pollution control measure includes by minimizing and reducing the use of fire and fire products. Like we use fire products like during a festival of Diwali. So we have to minimize using that which pollute air more, right? Since industrial emissions are one of the major causes of air pollution, the pollutants can be controlled or treated at the source itself to reduce its effects. For example, if the reaction of a certain raw material yield a pollutant, then the raw materials can be substituted with other less polluting materials. Fuel substitution is another way of controlling air pollution. In many parts of India, petrol and diesel are being replaced by compressed natural gas, nothing but CNG fuel vehicles. These are mostly adopted by vehicles that aren't fully operating with engines or ideal emission engines, using unleaded petrol and fuels with lower sulfur and ash content. Although there are many practices in India which focuses on repairing the quality of air, most of them are either forgotten or not being performed by or enforced properly by the people living in the city or in India or the country. There are still a lot of vehicles on the roads which haven't been tested for vehicle emissions. So these are the another four ways of controlling air pollution caused by industries, is to modify and maintain existing pieces of equipment so that the emission of pollutants is minimized. Sometimes controlling pollutants at the source is not possible. In that case, we can have process control equipment to control the pollution. A very effective way of controlling air pollution is by diluting the air pollutants. The last and the best way of reducing the ill effects of air pollution is tree plantation, nothing but deforestation. Plants and trees reduce a larger pollution number of pollutants in the air. Ideally, planting trees in areas of highly polluted pollution levels will be extremely effective. So we can, these are the major problem solution and how to save Earth, India, etc. So reuse, reduce, or recycle are three main points you can say. So thank you. Thank you.